Russian news. Russian news is the most interesting thing that happens in Russia. Petersburg was denied money on the highway. The Federal Center is not ready to allocate money for the construction of the Eastern High-Speed Diameter, VVD, in St. Petersburg. This was announced at a meeting with the participation of the Vice Governor of the city, Eduard Batanov, which took place on Friday, February 8. Nevertheless, officials do not abandon plans to build a highway worth 182.8 billion rubles by the year 2024. It is planned to do this by attracting a private investor, although there are no obvious candidates for participation in the project either. Preliminary costing. According to Eduard Batanov, the design and estimate documentation is being developed for 3 sections of the road, from the WHSD to Vitebsky Avenue, from Vitebsky Avenue to Soyuzny Avenue with the crossing over the Neva River, and the third, from Soyuzny Avenue to the Ring Road. The average cost of the first and third section will be 90 rubles, the second, 120 rubles. Traffic intensity on the highway, as calculated by the city authorities, will be at least 230,000 vehicles per day. According to Batanov, the cost of maintaining the will not exceed 1 billion rubles per year, while the annual revenue due to the toll on the highway will reach 8.65 billion rubles. In addition to the cost of building the VVD, according to Batanov, the city will need 51.5 billion to build 11 junctions, which will connect the latitudinal highway to the street road networks. These are our city commitments to join the city system, the official explained. Federation will not help. The project is planned to be implemented on the principle of public-private partnership. Half of the funds must make private investors. About 80 billion rubles will provide the state. Within the framework of PPP, we hope for federal funding in the state unit. After we receive an answer from you and understand the costs of the city and the private sector, we will be able to start developing the project, said Eduard Batanov, addressing the Minister of Transport of the Russian Federation, Evgeny Dietrich, who was present at the meeting. However, it became clear from the minister's response that there was no need to rely on federal assistance, since there are already several approved projects in the queue for federal funding. I will tell you so, hope for the federation, but don't make it yourself. If the project is good, it pays back, then I would take it and start working with it myself. In St. Petersburg, there are many experts on the design of paid highways. I think that you will manage without federal CO financing. I am afraid that you will wait for him for a very long time, the minister advised. As for private investors, there are still no clear candidates for participation in the project. According to Batanov, Veneshikonom shows interest in the project, but the final decision has not yet been made. Not enough money. Alexander Beglov, acting governor of the city, spoke about the need to attract federal funds to solve the infrastructure problems of St. Petersburg. We have accumulated a whole range of problems, the solution of which requires the efforts of both regional and federal authorities. The road network does not correspond today to the level of automobilization. There are not enough high-speed and continuous traffic in the city, said the mayor. According to Beglov, 48.5 billion rubles are needed to implement projects for the development of transport infrastructure. Of these, about 30 billion rubles pay the city budget, 18 billion rubles. Smolny expects to receive from the federal budget. As Alexander Beglov told, he sent a corresponding appeal to the government of the country. Money is needed for the repair of existing and construction of new interchanges and roads. Among the most important tasks are the reconstruction of the M10 highway, 7 billion rubles, the A180 Narva on the section from the Ligovo railway station to Krasno Selo, 3.1 billion rubles, the reconstruction of Ropsha highway, 3.5 billion rub, sections of Prospect Engels, 1.4 billion rub, construction of an overpass in the alignment of Unatov Street, 3.2 billion rub.